So looking forward to the Grand National. Late Night Pass, the last horse to get in, the 34th officially. He's got his slot, obviously. We're on the countdown now. Just how incredible is it that you're going to be riding for your in-laws, who not only own it, but obviously bred this horse?
Yeah, I know. It's hard to get your head around, really. I still sort of I don't think it's really sunk in. I'm actually going to be riding in the National, and it's something I don't tend to get myself too wound up about things, especially when it's still a way off, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I just sort of concentrate on getting week by week done, and just riding like normal, and then just try and treat it like any other race, really. But yeah, it's been a dream to ride in the Grand National since I started, and to finally get there is pretty good.
Well, you always said you wanted to be the first female rider to win the National, but fortunately Rachel beat you. But that's like the one thing you always said, I'm going to be the first gal to win the Grand National. And you're like, yeah, whatever.
And then suddenly it's like I can't even get a ride in it. But yeah, no, he's an amazing horse, and every year he achieves a bit more, and you just think anything more now is just a bonus, really. Like, the Grand National hadn't even been thought of until he ran. So the cross-country race was the main aim. I'd always had a bit of a dream to ride in a cross-country race, but never had the chance. And we were just talking at the back end of the last point-to-point season what we were going to do with Late Night Pass, and I just said, what about having a go in the cross-country race with him? Because, you know, I'm closer to the end than the beginning of my career, and the chances of getting a ride in it are looking slimmer and slimmer each year. And we just thought, well, he jumps really well. Whether he'll stay that far or not, we don't know. But like, as long as he took to the fences, he should give me a good spin round, which he did. And then there was a bit of mention after. He obviously ran very well. The first time was second,
which is really good for the first time over.
Really good first attempt. Then sort of like it was Grand National being mentioned, and you're just thinking, oh, surely it's not possible. And he needed to go up a lot in the weights to even be considered getting in. So we sort of didn't really think about it. Let's see how we get on next time, a month later, in the cross-country race again. And then he won, and then next thing you know, it's like, well, he's definitely going to go up enough to get in. And we sort of planned to go to a festival for the cross-country race then as well. But once we sort of thought we were going to get in the National, we sort of thought, well, we'll skip that and have a spin in the novice hurdle just to protect his mark, and then.
I think once the National was like a realistic thing,
option,
the cross country race at the festival, you're off level weights, it's always going to be harder, and then that could potentially ruin your chances for a National. So I think you had to make a decision what was more important.
Yeah,
really.
and like the first year he ran in Fox Hunters at Aintree, he went to Cheltenham as well, which was COVID year, and Bridge rode him. And he ran a really good race at Cheltenham. He always tries hard, and he ended up giving himself quite a hard race, which probably told when we went to Aintree. So we said the following year, we'll skip Cheltenham and go straight to Aintree, and he won. So it sort of made sense this year that it was going to be very hard on him as well to run in 2 cross-country races over, or 3 cross-country races over a marathon trip before another marathon trip in the Grand National. So I think Dan guided us well and said, I think it's probably best that we skip the festival, have a little run in novice hurdle, and then head straight for Aintree. We can never believe he's got to be as good as he has, really.
He's very unassuming.
Yeah,
if you pull him out the stable, you think, surely not.
Yeah.
And
he's an overachiever, I think.
When
that's
he
what
arrived
Jack calls him.
when he arrived at Dan's, and I was riding him out the first few days, and I was like, "What you riding?" I'm like, "Late Night Pass," and they're like, you see them looking at me like, "No, that can't be him." They're like, "He's so small." So no, he's you wouldn't go to the sales and pick him out anyway.
No.
It proves that it doesn't matter what they look like.
Pressure on you going into the race?
No. I've never really. That's not something that's ever really affected me as a rider as such. No, not at all. It'll just be to enjoy myself, come back safe.
Got a great record over the
and that
national
was the
fences.
when you went to the cross country race. It was more because that's something you wanted to do.
Your ambition.
And you're lucky that you've got your in-laws owning the horse, and you're just there. Well, we're all there for a nice day out, weren't we? And we're lucky in
It
that
was a
sense.
bonus that it went well.
Yeah, yeah. How do you think you'll feel like when she's lining up in the Grand National this year?
God.
I think I don't know why, but I don't like watching Gina ride on the track.
Right.
Pointing's okay.
Yeah.
Pointing's all right for some reason, but I don't like watching her.
Oh, well, she
Maybe
definitely won't be watching in the national then.
Do you can see better? I don't know. Get a clearer
Yeah,
view.
and I
Yeah,
think
yeah, she's point to pointy. She stood in the middle of the field.
Can't
She
see
sort of
it.
can't really
and
see what's going
I think
on.
I know that's her comfort zone, but
Yeah.
I still have Harry and Gina in the national. But I think I've been in too many races on the track when Gina's face down in the turf. Actually, not again.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be exciting.
Hopefully it won't make you go into labour.
Hopefully
No,
not. I
that'd
don't
be
want to
early.
spend any more time in Aintree Hospital. Thank you very much.
No.
It's not a pleasant experience.
Yeah, I'd agree with that one. And just finally, looking to the future, how proud are you of your achievements and each other's achievements?
Yeah, I suppose. You don't really look at it like that, though, do you? As such, like you just sort of.
No.
I feel like we've worked hard for a long time to achieve what we have.
Yeah, we literally left school, I think, not even 16 when I left school. And people say, well, you're not that old. But we have worked, not many people work from when they go to uni or they go to college, don't they?
Yeah.
But we just got out as soon as we could. But I think maybe now for me, I appreciate more what I've done because I know I might not go back to it. And I feel like I've possibly overachieved because of my job and because of my situation. And actually, the more people you talk to, the more you realise, actually, I did do all right. We both, well, Gina's done more than all right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've been lucky and we've had a great time. So I think whatever we achieve now
It's a bonus.
is a bonus, and we're definitely, the older you get, the more you appreciate those big days.
Yeah, definitely. And you've ticked off your ambition of the Grand National, of the cross country race.
Yeah.
And now you've got the dream of the Grand
Grand
National.
She's quite jammy, so
Yeah.
she could just win the Grand National. She normally gets what she wants, so yeah, we'll see. But I hope Gina and Harry don't come up the running upsides though, because
Because I'll beat him.
yes.
I'll beat him.
Yeah.
who do I cheer for?
Yeah.
I think I need my house and my husband probably more than my sister, so and my job.
I wouldn't even answer that one. That's a really hard question. But Bridget, are you missing the riding now and the race riding?
I miss the big days,
Yeah.
the Saturdays when there's 4 or 5 going to
Yeah.
Ascot or whatever, and of course you miss them. That's what you do it for.
Yeah.
But do I miss the daily grind? I don't know.
No.
It's hard, the day in, day out in the car to the races, riding round. And a lot of the time, as a second jockey, I was riding the second string. So
Yeah.
at the second meeting, and some days it really does feel like a job. Whereas the Saturdays, the big days, are what you do it for. Of course I miss that. I miss that winning feeling. But I'm excited for my next venture.
Next
so
chapter
we'll
of
see.
your life. Absolutely. And final question, your hopes and ambitions for the future. Gina, I imagine it's winning the Grand National.
Winning the Grand National. If that's realistic, it's probably not, but I'll go for that. Yeah.
It's difficult now, isn't it? I've got different ambitions now, and hopefully a healthy young baby.
And enjoy being a mum.
Yeah. And then I suppose if I don't come back riding, watching my son or daughter, and then probably live my life through them.
I was just
So,
about to say,
yeah.
would you like them to have the enjoyment of horses in their lives in some way or form?
Definitely horses.
Yeah.
Whether I'll want to watch them be a jockey when they grow up, I don't know. But that will be their choice, and hopefully we'll be able to give them what we were given when we were young, and if they want to go down that route, then so be it.
Their choice. Well,
But I
thank you
don't
both
think
very much.
yeah, being a skeleton, it might not have a choice whether it's horses or not. It won't be
Show
academic, so.
Show jumping,
Yeah.
following footsteps of gold medalist granddads. That's not bad either. Well, thank you both very much.
Thank
Really
you.
interesting
Thank you.
stuff.